NPP decides 16 regions of Ghana,
379 aspirants,
168 parliamentary seats.
65 constituencies unopposed.
Who will win a slot to represent the NPP in upcoming 2020 parliamentary election?
Watch your election reference center
This Saturday, June 2020,
from 7 a.m. live on Net2 TV.
8 parliamentary seats.
65 constituencies unopposed.
Who will win a slot to represent the NPP in upcoming 2020 parliamentary election?
Watch your election reference center
This Saturday, 20th June 2020,
from 7 a.m. live on Net2 TV.
NPP decides 16 regions of Ghana,
379 aspirants,
168 parliamentary seats.
65 constituencies unopposed.
Who will win a slot to represent the NPP in upcoming 2020 parliamentary election?
Watch your election reference center
This Saturday, 20th June 2020,
from 7 a.m. live on Net2 TV.
NPP decides 16 regions of Ghana,
379 aspirants,
168 parliamentary seats.
65 constituencies unopposed.
Who will win a slot to represent the NPP in upcoming 2020 parliamentary election?
Watch your election reference center
This Saturday, 20th June 2020,
from 7 a.m. live on Net2 TV.
NPP decides 16 regions of Ghana,
379 aspirants,
168 parliamentary seats.
65 constituencies unopposed.
Who will win a slot to represent the NPP in upcoming 2020 parliamentary election?
Watch your election reference center
This Saturday, 20th June 2020,
from 7 a.m. live on Net2 TV.
NPP decides 16 regions of Ghana,
379 aspirants,
168 parliamentary seats.
65 constituencies unopposed.
Who will win a slot to represent the NPP in upcoming 2020 parliamentary election?
Watch your election reference center
This Saturday, 20th June 2020,
from 7 a.m. live on Net2 TV.
NPP decides 16 regions of Ghana,
379 aspirants,
168 parliamentary seats.
65 constituencies unopposed.
Who will win a slot to represent the NPP in upcoming 2020 parliamentary election?
Watch your election reference center
This Saturday, 20th June 2020,
from 7 a.m. live on Net2 TV.
NPP decides 16 regions of Ghana,
379 aspirants,
168 parliamentary seats.
65 constituencies unopposed.
Who will win a slot to represent the NPP in upcoming 2020 parliamentary election?
Watch your election reference center
This Saturday, 20th June 2020,
from 7 a.m. live on Net2 TV.
NPP decides 16 regions of Ghana,
379 aspirants,
168 parliamentary seats.
65 constituencies unopposed.
Who will win a slot to represent the NPP in the upcoming 2020 parliamentary election?
Watch your election reference center
This Saturday, 20th June 2020,
from 7 a.m. live on Net2 TV.
NPP decides 16 regions of Ghana,
379 aspirants,
168 parliamentary seats.
65 constituencies unopposed.
Who will win a slot to represent the NPP in the upcoming 2020 parliamentary election?
Watch your election reference center
This Saturday, 20th June 2020,
from 7 a.m. live on Net2 TV.
NPP decides 16 regions of Ghana,
379 aspirants,
168 parliamentary seats.
65 constituencies unopposed.
Who will win a slot to represent the NPP in the upcoming 2020 parliamentary election?
Watch your election reference center
This Saturday, 20th June 2020,
from 7 a.m. live on Net2 TV.
NPP decides 16 regions of Ghana,
379 aspirants,
168 parliamentary seats.
65 constituencies unopposed.
Who will win a slot to represent the NPP in the upcoming 2020 parliamentary election?
Watch your election reference center
This Saturday, 20th June 2020,
from 7 a.m. live on Net2 TV.
NPP decides 16 regions of Ghana,
379 aspirants,
168 parliamentary seats.
65 constituencies unopposed.
Who will win a slot to represent the NPP in the upcoming 2020 parliamentary election?
Watch your election reference center
This Saturday, 20th June 2020,
from 7 a.m. live on Net2 TV.
NPP decides 16 regions of Ghana,
379 aspirants,
168 parliamentary seats.
65 constituencies unopposed.
Who will win a slot to represent the NPP in the upcoming 2020 parliamentary election?
Watch your election reference center
This Saturday, 20th June 2020,
from 7 a.m. live on Net2 TV.
NPP decides 16 regions of Ghana,
379 aspirants,
168 parliamentary seats.
65 constituencies unopposed.
Who will win a slot to represent the NPP in the upcoming 2020 parliamentary election?
Watch your election reference center
This Saturday, 20th June 2020.
from 7 a.m. live on Net2 TV.
NPP decides 16 regions of Ghana,
379 aspirants,
168 parliamentary seats.
65 constituencies unopposed.
Who will win a slot to represent the NPP in the upcoming 2020 parliamentary election?
Watch your election reference center
This Saturday, 20th June 2020.
from 7 a.m. live on Net2 TV.
NPP decides 16 regions of Ghana,
379 aspirants,
168 parliamentary seats.
65 constituencies unopposed.
Who will win a slot to represent the NPP in the upcoming 2020 parliamentary election?
Watch your election reference center
This Saturday, 20th June 2020.
from 7 a.m. live on Net2 TV.
NPP decides 16 regions of Ghana,
379 aspirants,
168 parliamentary seats.
65 constituencies unopposed.
Who will win a slot to represent the NPP in the upcoming 2020 parliamentary election?
Watch your election reference center
This Saturday,
we just do the financial Fridays, and this weekend, this Friday is no different from what we are used to, and I will be joined by Mr. Christian Donkor, a financial guru, analyst, consultant, whatever expertise, kind of nomenclature you want to give him, yes, he will carry it. So we're going to talk about some very pertinent issues. Yesterday it was reported in the newspapers that the Ghana Statistical Service says growth rate for the first quarter for this year inched up to 4.9 percentage points. Quite some brilliant news. So we'll be talking about that and seeing how that was made possible in spite of the COVID-19 outbreak. But more importantly and more interestingly this morning, we will be talking about the financial, fallout from the receiver and its payments to customers, aggrieved customers. Of course, Christian Donkor has been leading the crusade and charge on the need to settle all customers of the defunct banks. Right, so in a nutshell, today is just going to be financial matters centering on two issues. But let's not forget, as we acknowledge the day, it is June 19th, and it is World Sickle Cell Day. So we are celebrating all those who are afflicted with the disease. Of course, there's life after any kind of ailments. Right, so without wasting much of your time, let's go to the front and the back pages of the various newspapers and look at what we have in store for you. As usual, we kick off with a look at the new Crusading Guide. This time is the new Weekend Crusading Guide. And government focuses on equitable teacher deployment, Akufo-Addo says as he launches gallop in schools. Mike Okwe Jr. Donates tricycles to Domi Kwabenya. We also have NPP primaries. Stephen Amwa tops in Shaeso as delegates ready to credit him with massive endorsement. Also on the front page for the new weekend crusading guide, we have Mampong residents crave for Francis Adai Nimo. Differences between NPP and NDC. Ghanaians are discerning enough to identify Loyona. So next up is the Chronicle, and its front page reads, Akufo-Addo intervenes in Temaport Buhaha. Workers call off strike. Nana Bawumia to be acclaimed NPP. And NACOP rejected Aflao cocaine. GRA fires back. Onyenuga dismisses Opuni. So from the front page of the Chronicle, next is the Daily Statesman. Its front page reads, NPP elects PCs tomorrow. Acclamation of Akufo-Addo slated for June 27. AG, Attorney General rejects Ato Esien's proposal to refund 27.5 million Ghana cedis and will do more to improve basic education. President assures. The Ghanaian Times comes next, and we have reopening of SHSs on Monday, June 22nd. Government rolls out COVID-19 safety protocols as President tasks CHAS to ensure strict adherence. COVID-19, no bed shortage in Ghana. Ghana Health Service refutes claim. 10,000 schools to benefit from 219 million education improvement project. A new ICOMS bags 490 million Ghana cedis in 2 weeks, poised to surpass average 920 million monthly revenue collected this year. I thought some of the naysayers were saying the ICOMS were failing. Apparently, it is doing well. Next is the back page for the Ghanaian Times, and we have Ghana Gas. 4 others failed to pay $310.34 million into Petroleum Holding Fund, at Auditor General's report. Chinese Embassy presents medical supplies worth 480,000 Ghana cedis to UGMC. And the Daily Guide on its front page says, NPP outdoors Nana Bawumia picks NPs tomorrow. Ato Esien proposal rejected. NDC participates in EC pilot proposal. EC pilot exercise, I beg your pardon, forgive me. And basic education gets gallop boost. Right. Finally, we turn our attention to the Daily Graphic. Its front page reads, government invests $219 million in basic schools. We also have projects to improve quality education. GHS amends COVID-19 policies, and 102,000 NPP delegates decide fate of 308 aspirants. 47 women in contention. Finally, we turn our attention to the back page for the Daily Graphic. And GPHA, that's the Ghana Ports and Harbors Authority, and signs feasibility studies contract for Keta Ports. Nima Police Station beguiled. How is that possible? Nima Police Station, which is next, just about 10 meters next to the president's house, is being beguiled. Okay, all right. So welcome back into the studios as we get to the glass table with my guest already seated. He is none other than the chartered accountant we all love and cherish, Mr. Christian Donkor of the Institute of Chartered Accountants. Good morning, and Akwaba.
Good morning to
Etiseon.
Yadom.
Sikasem de Debiana. A month for. One year now we need so brave because this week they are yet from Ashanti and Kumasi. The Jin this too good. Now so right, and so this morning we'll be talking a lot about the receiver and his ability or the capability to disburse customers' monies to them. Of course, there seems to be some challenges, but what kind of challenges and what kind of solutions can be found for these teething problems? Mr. Christian Donkor would, dissect the issues with us this morning. So some of the issues we'll be looking at is, where is our money? Akufo-Addo. These are some of the things the aggrieved customers, depositors were crying out to. Some customers also are saying they want their monies to be paid in cash instead of bonds. And then the BOG says the government cleanup scheme is robbing. The government cleanup scheme is robbing 50% of deposits. That's what the aggrieved customers are telling the Bank of Ghana. Yeah. And men's gold issues, of course. Last week it came up that men's gold or Nana Appiah Mensah says he's paid 9.6 million Ghana cedis to his depositors. They have also, in turn, come back to say, Joe, don't mess with our emotions. If you have taken our money and you haven't given it to us, don't mess with our emotions. So all these things we will be looking at this morning. Right, so let's get the conversation started. Now, Sikano, sir, depositors, Sikano, Akosi saying.
Okay. Anope de mame fa kwenye na minchia wa shafo. Now facing the government growth no best starting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, SKP,
serious issues about
exactly right. Thanks, Mr. Christian Donkor. Mr. Christian Donkor just alerted me yesterday, like we said. Fantastic news. GSS, Ghana Statistical Service, says 4.9% growth of the economy, of course, and that we are in the first quarter of the. We're in the first quarter of the year, and so far the economy has grown to 4.9% this year. How fantastic that is. So we will be also looking at that quite extensively with Mr. Christian Donkor. This morning here we have the Deputy Minister, I beg your pardon, the Honorable Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, Madam Cynthia Mamle Morrison. She's on the line. As the NPP heads to its primaries tomorrow, we'll just ask her thoughts on the impending big day for the new patriotic party. Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning, my dear. How is it?
Not bad at all. What's well?
By God's grace, I'm fine.
Good, good. Yeah, maybe same time tomorrow. I guess your constituency, if I'm right, will be, keyed up and gathering, gathering itself to elect the NPP's parliamentary candidate for that constituency. How are you feeling like heading to the polls tomorrow?
Thank you so much, and let me greet my listeners, especially my constituents and my delegates are going to I'm feeling cool. It's like a normal day, rounding off our campaign today. And by God's grace, God willing, around this time, we're not going to queue because, we're not in normal time. So we are voting by electoral area. So the largest number is like 46. Yes, and then the least is 11. There's going to be a long queue. So around this time, still certain places, if they vote early, they would have finished voting, and others also beyond I pray for victory tomorrow. By God's grace, I know it's going to be victorious. And I want to thank my delegates, especially the love and support that they've shown me, being the first female member of parliament and then being the first cabinet minister to come from this area. The pride and the joy that they have a woman who is leading them, the Yasanto of Agnawe. I know victory is going to be out tomorrow by God's grace.
Right, fantastic. You said the Yasanto of Aguna. But let me just put, let me ask you, going forward, say the outcome tomorrow doesn't go in your favor. Are you ready to rally behind whoever wins? And say it goes in your favor. Are you ready to extend the hand to the losing participants in this exercise to move forward?
Oh, of course, this is my third time going for primaries.
Right.
The first time I lost, I worked hard. I was in the regional campaign team. I worked for my candidate. The second time I won, my opponent who contested me was part of our monitoring team and everything. And this is my third time. I know I'm going to win. But if God says I'm not going to win, that is if God says, not if man. As for man, I know man is going to vote.
Right.
But if that is the will of God, whoever wins, we are going to work together because this is a party. It's not about an individual. It's not about mine. It's not about me. It's about NPP. So we are going to make sure that come December 7th, victory will be ours once again. So we'll embrace each other and work together.
Right. So just before we let you off now, what are your selling points for you to be retained as the Member of Parliament for Agona West? I've
been a mother, I've been a friend, I've been everything. The project that I've brought there, the pride that I've given to Agona West, brought the name of Agona West into a high level that has never been before. And my relationship, even the little children will see me on the street and it's like Cynthia Morrison. The motherly love is there and everything, rally the party together. And I know that I'm the best person to give us the highest vote. And NDC is already shivering. So they are doing every propaganda, but I'm telling them, yes, and why is coming and coming live.
Right. Thank you very much, and we appreciate your time this morning that you managed to share with us. Of course, you have a busy morning, so we'll let you off whilst you go and get ready for your primaries tomorrow. Right, so that was the Agona West Member of Parliament, Madam Cynthia Mamle Morrison, who spoke to us, of course, on her preparations towards the big day in Agona West concerning the new patriotic party and the parliamentary primaries. So back into the studio, like I said, the conversation is set up for Financial Fridays. Two issues. The economy grows by 4.9% as reported in the dailies, and of course, the depositors' funds from the receiver, which is being expected by customers which ain't coming. The funds are not coming. It's been agreed by the government, right, from the president down to the Bank of Ghana. All the directives have been given, yet still some of the customers are not getting their money. Now, Sikani Wahin is where I will ask Mr. Christian Donkor. So, where do we start from? The economy, the good news on the economy, or anyway, let's start with the good news.
Very good. Very. It's a very good news.
Right.
I feel a good news. Yamagana for a tea. Na amubo omampeni abaso. Now before I make the growth, no.
Okay.
I think it's a ochina a critical moment pa. Na your spot area Sibia. There is a competition and
NPP primaries.
NPP primaries.
Okay.
And I'm a few you are. And Manyaka say by endorsement for a Sukuma or Dobin Brapa. Maybe there's some of the man Francis Banasco, many Bagipa. Because like Mekano, or you will be a lobbyist, or you're hard working. So I know I didn't know who near idea. To me, fee say with that kind of qualities, no one a bit to me abua. And I so I say Akutia constituency, and also so me bonaba. So now mono I come on that I am Yamakim okay. Kusiakwa. Me person I'm vote to Makusiakwa, no near him. You change because I come on that area beer. As the village, including Viakutia. I a cash posa, a hopa, where only a cash in Takwa. schools na wo ho ni now down now be no that sports stadium naturally and down. Okay. As I say, ya ye pa ati mate say minister say ni bako. MPO sisu ya kan ya basa but I want the change and see so kwesi akwa betumi oba obetuma ye stadium na because that is the na one so ye MPP dominated. Say even MDC basis so hu ina omo ye stadium na champion nka wan twa vote best spirit wo into omo hwe ho mame and of course Medina so good say bia you will say Boniface oko unopposed and face some man support because why adwuma Medina apa ya IPS han ye ko ya trade ho ya aso ni ko school nti improvement habaso amra obedi akonye nti obi anso kwato Boniface at appropriate time no nyuma wa ye ne de betu dwa so this are my few ya special or down the amon farmer kwesi akwa okay so mbe stadium na mayen say that's it well the economy...
Before you go, let's say good morning to Reverend Isaac Osubempa.
Good.
Reverend Pacho Echao Oshaya, good morning to you. I'm very grateful you are watching the two and the dialogue this morning. Anything common on?
Well,
yeah, economy no.
Yeah, economy no. I think that before coronavirus no, we were doing averagely our growth in GDP now around 7%. And now government is doing well because we maybe are picking from the previous administration and it's not picking about 3.4% that way. And to me grow up to 7%. Until now, it's a confidence. And I yale boom. Until yale boom, so beyond Ninsus as well. Ninsus as well, no, and no, Nantida predictions are base. I'm sure. Especially the West Africa countries, our GDP will grow at negative. I think it's a young Ghana Momona looking at how our president, the kind of as a good governance, now rather among the few 1 or 2 countries you can predict say you being positive, but positive now even predicting now around 1.7 there. Say just a bit delay your growth from 7 to 1.7. Even IMF no near predict say be grow, young grow 1.7 no. Now still I other institutions almost so your research near there. If say one try be negative. Because other countries, more countries, your grains almost grow at negative. Now how did they come out with this predictions? What are predictions? I'm here. Why Tembiano? Who are Yasabino? Where budget? Now I predict revenues. Now any expenditure opens away. The two together and then show you growth. Now, your revenue idea budget for 2020 predictions in Nano. Now everything is pointing downwards. Because, for example, if you take the petrol, crude oil revenue in your free one, your predicted say your budget, you say per barrel, you bet on $62 because that is what's around that. Now, because of the coronavirus, when you say averagely, now crude oil, I reduce about 22 to 24 dollars per barrel. Into percentage wise, now said there has been fall almost 70% revenue in Sanka.
Okay.
And yes, as well. And the same thing translate to the tax. Remember, as I said, tax, now a human lockdown. Into Sikaka Kraman for a binum cra could deal with you. A human swa, yent or to will be poor metal. And will be a to be. Into Amokra to they end up eating the goose. Okay. Because Otoban just always said you're not your and what to say business is affected by anti revenue. Never as a tax I will be from the and also no before. So say government is some tax holidays near the into these predictions, what I say, who say revenue no be follow. Meanwhile,
my main trying their Ghana Statistical Service, Omuka say it contributed to the growth, and then the implications ahead of us. So, on the impact of the raging novel coronavirus pandemic on the first quarter GDP growth, the head of the National Account Statistics at the GSS said it was minimal. As for the first quarter, it was minimal since we recorded the cases and started feeling the impact in the latter part of the first quarter. We will see the full effect in the second quarter. He, however, explained that the strong growth in data consumption within the period was partly fueled by the viral spread, which he said led to a spike in computer and mobile device usages. While siding with Mr. Mensah on the impact of COVID-19 on the first quarter, a professor of economics, Professor Peter Quartey, said the agric sector was turning out to be a beneficiary from the pandemic.
Definitely.
He said the increased consumption of locally produced foods as a result of limited imports on the back of the disease meant that businesses in the sector would enjoy strong growth. Should the benefits be substantial, he said, it could reduce the negative impact of the virus having on other effects.
Yeah, so definitely. What do I say? Especially, also, most of our imports, okay. Now, it takes a lot of outflow, sika, echo out. And then I affect our exchange rate dollar and the CD depreciation.
Okay.
But also coronavirus in the buy. Not even the borders near the close near the into importation, especially reducing significantly. And stop here. And the alternative, those who want to stay in business, the alternative is that you have to grow locally. And also so why we see sometimes BBC
said there's been massive shortage or queue of
food items, essential. That's what I'm saying. No, and no more the attribution from the policy behind the buy, planting for food and jobs. And not they are why
and like other essential services.
Yes.
We've never queued for anything. Say, oh, Bibia shorty, even petrol. Bibia shorty 20 years back or 15 years back. There will be queues, you know.
And even comfort even with this coronavirus, this problem, and energy sector seeing a serious challenge.
Okay.
But Osha petrol, you shortage one day upon your case amount for queue. In addition to that, President Grass also special packages.
Okay.
Be on the energy sector, electricity, well, I mean, it's very good. I'm taking this from the president's statement.
Okay.
And I really believe this statement. Also, can say, my problem is this. Say to bring the person back, it's difficult. Me knew the strategy to bring the person back. But the economy, Nasi say how to
they can bring
come
back
out
the economy, but they
a policy to bring it back. I know how to do it.
Right.
That is the statement.
Okay.
Because you see, when you put that statement, it gives you a certain, to come out with the certain policies, because you have a promise for your people that you know how to bring the economy back. And exactly that's what is doing. And I may not be surprised. What is significant here is OSHA institutions are noted one internationally. I'm predicting in hand. No, I'm saying a didn't big growth. No, one try be negative. A been also retain the highest we can do 1.7. But then now, God willing, they say we are doing a first quarter about 4.8%, which is very, very, very good. Now, surprisingly, Niama for you say, also coronavirus here, your revenue sources, also predictions in revenue sources, a budget or a budget we are not likely to achieve the revenue target. Right. Meanwhile, expenditure your budget because one government program is all here in terms of expenditure, building roads and ideas because what sign contract to build a road. You can't say coronavirus, I'm cancelling it. Inti I said no. What I say, and expenditure ni be abekran because I don't think say na prepare budget no. Yet the coronavirus expenses you. And another so baba meanwhile, your predicted revenue no be follow. So what I say. But president in all this no, and I say Debbie, I know how to bring the economy back. And no now say immediately no or your magic kakra. Especially Otume wrap up with the World Bank. Now the inflow kakra ebre. And also share a certain kind of fund be area to and also stabilization for the kakra buy. So and other donations are unya kakra no together. And what media sustaining the issue for here, the magica me who say see here no and my appropriate growth and it's a one or your financial fiscal disciplinarian in terms of managing funds or your very one what too far or consolidated fund and yet easy to break that jacket to just take money unnecessarily say you to me tell kisika me I see you consider na 200 million near the 45 million penesi now almost 160 million nipa kodi. It won't happen because we are it will deplete your consolidated fund. But we two see the amount and two over invoicing ade near 2 cities near acquire 60 cities yet to make 20 times. Yes, nipa ko draw nipa table bas Nan your draw nipatino or swag bako ba one batch yagin 100 bas brand yagin no draw and see again 100 cities or bako. Na each one unim ya would divide 3.6 million amutuana by 113 bases now. Na each bakono amutu 100 no makwano amu charge 38,000 Ghana cedi no de to soro no. It be million %. This one will deplete the consolidated fund. You may not be able to do anything. Into what means what to silly. Into a physical disciplinarian. What into who say he is doing a lot with the letter that he has received.
Right.
And the other child say, so Ube ensure Grover. So one of the units say Ube financial fiscal discipline.
Okay.
No making sure say I dare not say 2 cities are. Yakoton 2 cities. Say 3 cities, Yakoton is even say offense out the Kakraba to Supra, Abia 3 cities, Ayaka 4 cities.
Yeah.
Where they are the 2 million %. And no, let me say magic, I conjure that magica. You to sustaining that growth because expenditure and Yabaka say your revenue name Madia and expenditure so. What I say, and expenditure also remember as a capital expenditure and non a person and non a ma ensure growth. And coronavirus, so people expect is a president best stop road construction or best stop hospital schools expansion or the best stop hospitals are OCC and non capital expenditure, but road construction near the na cost pepe. Even though the revenue shore will send us down, but because government didn't reduce its expenditure, and still going on, definitely we were able to sustain that reduction to that 4.8%. And so it's that magic that is said that I know how to bring the economy back. But I say maybe the second quarter we'll see more shock. I said I know my president. He knows how to bring the economy. You may be surprised that second quarter will even witness a growth more than this.
That's true. We'll all be very, very excited because when the economy grows, it's Ghana and I are benefiting.
It's to our advantage.
Yes, it's to our advantage. So we benefit. But we'd like to find out why is it not to the advantage of aggrieved customers that their funds still hasn't gotten to them. What is it about the what's his name?
The receiver.
Is it Eric Nananipa?
Yeah.
Mr. Eric Nananipa. So we are hearing. I mean, there are undercurrents on the ground saying Chalianko ye and Timpacho yen ye bibi wo na nyame na make on the betie dia Mr. Donkor wa investigations bia ye nyina ye ntie ni o bibia Timpacho yen in tem because people, you know, some of the customers, they are not having it easy at all. You know, they are not having it easy. Those who have managed to, you know, survive may have lost their jobs in this COVID-19 time. So, Eric Drew Nipa is his name, right?
Nana Nipa.
Eric Nana Nipa.
Nipa, yes.
Nipa. All right. So we have Mr. Donkor, who's coming to give us his opinion on what has happened.
Yeah. Nana Medasi, share this banking issue. May sound a bit controversial, but to allow me, because we had a crow way on a torn answer, you know, so a torn now. Nasa Akolana, Nasa Wumia, a wa Akolano, you benya nine or dianante. But the way Mia now dance over me, Bobesu, into Jay Cronabedi, one day we're trying no, I see. On found which I would as a parent. And it's hard talk, it's pain. Maybe it may hit somebody, but it's good. It will heal the wound and do the right thing. At the end of the day, the president I want to beneficiary. So what I say? And a bit ash, but they should forgive us so that we can do the right thing to you. Look, Chief. The banking issue here by I think that we came so far. Initially, you revoke savings and loans and microfinance. I buy J or licenses. Yes, plenty. Say a right way na president because banks no money na insolvent, but you were treating them with wrong medication.
Okay.
Yeah, wrong medicine. Enti na akwaya say nipa no ade no ewu so ade say nipa na ewu na waya say mi sie no.
Okay.
Enti obeda ho na oda oso so yeden a obepro e different say ebia nipa no ne na we ajojo ne na we ewu ajojo but ne body ne esiso. And only a funny liquidity problem. No. Liquidity problem, lady. Bang, I say, onaya jojo, but who about the way? But to make crap on man and think a crap. Into a more liquidity support. So, problem here liquidity challenges are. But I want to me money liquidity support because solvents I say what you mean, well, I see a question. Now, send me the neighbor to one more. No, mamma, my so best for you. And ye. Until what they say liquidity in my company and as a bank yet insolvent or beji no owners in Bejan di and now the bay a juma for fro because when it's a problem no we created to on that sikan enso. So what am I saying? Until yet we are past all these things. The time and issue were in power. Now all these banks now more that insolvency problem. But they were treated them with liquidity approach. Because if you say, as a same bank, you are not helping the economy to grow.
Okay. And
I was not surprising me said that what they were doing 3.6%. Because you see, Capra, you have to the tax at that Bank of Ghana. As I say, you did your project. You did call this up, you did road near mom, you know. Near the banks, you know, owners, you know, be it a capital bank. What did customers seek? Baby 1.2 billion wakodi ni asanso the liquidity support 600 million come no asanso of enuzo kwakodi Jesus Christ. And the problem no necessary revoke license na president I'm taking that approach it's the right thing but the question is that you know na ato say e kwa be necessary you tuan kofo yi ka what you say now the approach they say we have 5 banks na you go no first no. Yeah, only what they did. I'm migrating data no? Because the bank no, they have a software T24. A customer be an account to work. So you migrate it to one bank. Customer do you innocent, like the president said. One of the Onyashi, Bank of Ghana supposed to play a supervisory role. 1 year do my year. But my friend said, I'm no bank owners no I'm we sika no so no. So that I'm gonna make sure say they do the right thing. But I want to show me in banks na eguye. And customers there as a billion up. And the same thing, the 5 banks they collapsed first. They migrated them 2 banks to even commercial bank. Then later they revoked 5, and now we are consolidated bank. Later around the 2 so come. Into that one we didn't see any agitation because one, customers migration, automatic customers of the bank na oduomakono. And you be an here ni sika sisia. Into obikrano, obaka oh once you take me to government bank, I'm safe there. So there will not be Sika savings and loans, the investment. Most of them are if outside. They say outside. Because once I broach they don't encourage investment there. I broach they say we do Sika Koto Bangono. Yeah, interest no into most of them when Sika they will come here because they are or bury one day no aba. Into when Sika no abesi wu hamo. Send your bar, obey to me no dia ejumabi. Enti most of them influence. Enti sa wo migrate oma. Just what one no bia na baba baby yini sika. Some will even go and add more. So we realized that when they took those banks to consolidated bank, and they had 2 banks, you capital bank, you didn't see anything because system fixed them naturally. But this approach we took the savings of was wrong. In the first place, where Gubanga, the customers data, I didn't know that media mobi on your validation. In the first place, what is validation? Say, me, what do you want me data? Me picture, Bibiano. What say, me the paper be a to bango, say, me, why I don't carry to go and further for. And you told that thing to his approach. You know the reason why. Obia, say beer. What didn't see Kakoto or fear a bushie here? None is Kakoto or obey that bank wako feeling. It means that person you cut the person off. But I no approach ni agree. Say, Yafi, oh dear, said when you born a test is what Obefanisa. Then they did the validation. Look, they did the validation, they finished, and then they reknipan himself. When what they call for francophone or branches. And yeah, fill forms. I'm not fill branches. So they captured everything and I'm on validation. Then when they finish the validation, they send it to them at their head office. Look, go to branches. They finish all the validation. They send you the information. Based on that, you got total amount to be paid to customers. So you should tell me on what basis in on your total amount to tell the president say, yeah, say, if I have not finished validation. You finish the validation, you know the total amount, and I'll call it. Initially, you catch us a wood to meet your cap of 10,000. Then we made the arguments and you can and you're reasonable. Because First Bank, we gave them 100%. Why do you want this time? They are also back. And let me also correct this. And you be ordinary Sika to savings and loans. And the microfinance, no, they call for investment, no. Savings and loans and microfinance, most of them serve the vulnerable group. And they open account for them. And I know beyond the bed to me, I say, me call big bank and I'm the Misika Koto. And most of them, microfinance and savings and loans. I want to be account for the vulnerable groups. And Obo Honmoa, Nitiko Dijano, will be a savings account or a say macro, we say Unicredit. Okay. And are you closer to one into idea or talk a crano near Biano de Biacoto? Even no graduate Jesus. What I say, but of course, they also the alcohol for investment. But also even investment at the savings and loans in microfinance, also a bit quite normal that the same bank. A bit more 16%, 15%, and yet 30 as a trade was now Unicredit. Me what a year has his investments at 15%. Bank in be crama 18%. Bank I can see that wrong impression some and also we corrected that. And the president in the Xmas time or say no. Way I've listened to the argument. And to me feel say they are forthright. Customers are on your fee. So let me pay their money to them. And I know say or making that announcement, then you'll be there. Because Obia you're not doing say, look, me customers and yes, so we now. So we made the argument the president listed. President said, Muntu be 100%. And now you both say that president has said Bibia. Meanwhile, no your validation area, so you need the total amount. Look, I can tell you, document I have that Eric Nipa total amount to pay the customers 100% and you're more than 2.5 billion. It's not. What Pambra here debate, I mean, channel.
Hold on, no. Patch say, Sika, wait here.
Debbie, why validation? Total customers amount put together. As I saw, size country, everybody 100%, and do 2.5 billion.
Okay.
What I said? Yeah. So I said 5 billion. Look, Niamana inflated to that yet. No consultancy fee he's taking. Why should you ask me why government should use my tax to pay this guy consultancy fee for almost 2 years? Again, to money said you go bank. Is I say about migrating data. Now you the Sikana bank. You are fixing everybody. You be account. You see a for consult. To say the Kinipa say on your receiver 2 years and then you down the line. More feeling for meanwhile every month you trying in dollars. Who do take this reasonable? Look, Sinti son Bibia cost 5 billion. Me catch was a cigar or unfair document and do 2.5 billion. Meanwhile, can Oforiata call Joy FM? No, say look, based on the document here, I have about $1 billion there. Okay. Statement no. And I think that when we bring that $1 billion, and the exchange rate was about 5 point something, roughly we get closer to 6 billion, so we should be able to pay everybody 100%. Right. And I'm saying they know we should leave it. They know how to pay it now. So they gave the Eric Nipan. They said you receive it because even that Ukraine. I said, look, once you have the money, ask the Eric Nipan to submit the list. Okay.
What draw you painted the picture of the situation currently? Yeah. What the receiver is lacking, or what the situation is. Good. And to say, then I was say, oh yeah. Yes, and I made for good. And I made and I made and Nasa said one. What the kind of consolidated bank or whatever it is, because you have got SS. And then migrate the data while you're auditing. Don't say I'm going to receive formation a text message no apology. It's wrong. Because Sana or Yana. So what customers are saying, you receive information, then know the account you have, then you go and take it. Look, when you do that, you say a problem here as starting renew agitation. So what is the alternative?
Mr. Watson, we can several times.
Okay, so now that you are saying, hold on, you are saying the communication strategy by the receiver, and you're too okay. What is the solution to that?
I'm coming there. Okay. I'm coming there. Now, what we need to do now is, look, tell me, can Oforiata governor, if they are listening to, stop the receiver now, today. Tell some my friend, it's enough, is enough. Bring the customers left, the total amount. Okay. Let me see it. How much have you paid? And they should do serious audit on the money given to him. And to tell me who's your auditor. Now, you wait, we'll come there. We'll come there. Look, Chief, sadly, we have suffered enough. Okay. We started it. I'm about one and right, name for crying. Crying. They have to call for us to leave everything to go and listen. Okay. If we dare take approach, it will be back and forth. Look, what they have to do now is order the receiver. When I say so, any governor orders them. What is the total people left? Receive that total, and then look at how much he has paid. How much is left? Pay them 100%. Look, bond, one can't say that bond. It's completely unnecessary. That thing they are giving is not bond. If that has worked, how bond work?
How does it work?
It doesn't work
for the benefit of those watching. Saying, you say, you bet you a bit more cash, you bet you a bit more bond. I say, what does it mean for them?
Cash, you know, cash in here. Say, yeah, the cigar cock to a day over a cash company, be a wood near 200. Yes, I'm about cash 70. Okay. Until the end of the traffic, I will connect them. I'll bet maybe be number. And I wanted to hear more paper. Okay. To represent, say, I buy Doka ever much of 5 years. Okay. Now 5 years. Me all my be Papa be no so baha last year bisa we say. What you almost 75 years. Who command 5 years? 5 years account. Now 80 years no uni now what meanwhile companies are kesiano what you 100% cash. Yeah? Companies are kesia and we that savings and loans no. Wow. What you 100%. Company be 5 million Ghana cedi. 100%. Me mamia one or what Medina ha nisikaya 120. Was a me 20 cash. Me the 100 ne yabon. Are you serious? You are killing people so rather company me come just say company 5 million umpo. And my friends over to mama ne 2 million. Maybe a 3 million say me ma won. And on what 100%. Getting for us on a dozen. But you see, Mamma critical. I'm telling you, I beg you. Look, that guy at the Kinipano can afford to stop on it. He's going to dig the end product of his approach.
On your competent.
More than incompetent. Look, that approach will turn making qualify to be an incompetent in the highest order. Look, Mamicho, he is doing strategic payment.
And what's wrong with that?
Strategic payment. Look, where by virtue of where he's coming from, he has picked certain bank that he thinks are related to and know where it belongs to. And their customers, he's trying to fix them 100%. Pay them 100%. But strategically, when he thinks a Kufuadu has the strongest vote, there, banks never on look, example is First Allied. Come from Kumasi. Look, the people yesterday information as we remember, they have vowed not to even go there 30th to go and new voters to go and do it. Not to even talk of voting. Okay. What?
Now relax, we'll come there. I can see you're just boiling.
President.
Cool down, Mr. Chris. Ziga. Cool down. But in any case, this and every Sunday, myself and all of us right here in the studios will be watching the General Overseer of the International Charismatic Church brings us an hour service of praise and worship from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. commencing this Sunday. Please join me and all my friends and paddies right in the studios as we, take our prayers, our scriptures, and our, holy worship from the International Charismatic Church. So make a date with us. Also, we'll be streaming live on our social media platforms on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and of course, updates on Twitter. Hisense says it's never relented on its brand promise of manufacturing the highest quality but affordable home appliances for everyday people. For further inquiries, contact 0302 550000. Now, living room is back to cooking your delectable, traditionally cooked cuisines, and it's simply delicious. And living room is saying they are practicing all the anti-COVID-19 containment measures. So no mask, no entry. So let's all head to the living room, especially this coming weekend, whilst you are seated behind your television, watching your Netflix, your movies, or watching Net2 bring you the NPP primaries live on our screens. You can order your food from the living room. Right, and finally, Franco Trading says it's introduced its branded Franco television sets into the Ghanaian market. The TV sets ranges from 36, 40, 43, and 55 inches with a free wall mount at affordable prices. As usual, you know, Francophones can be located in various suburbs within the capital. That includes Adabraka, La Paz, Circle, Osu, Tema, Medina, Hacho, of course, the capital of the Eastern region, Koforidia, Go in the Volta region, Kaswa in the Central region, and the number to reach them on is 0302225651. Alternatively, 0546-133-138. But you remember, Francophones have stopped transacting cash business on their Facebook account. So you can reach them via their website, which is www.francotrading.com and www.francophones.com. Franco Trading Enterprise, still phone, Papa Fee. In fact, my phone is giving me issues. I have to head to Franco Trading this weekend. Mr. Donkor,
yes.
I know now you are now...
yes.
you are now a bit, chilled and cooled down. But still on the
champion,
receiver. Yes,
champion.
boss.
Me, Makase. Me wukoba near seeming point to be me persuade me president. At each material moment, be I mean me vote to my president of Buffalo.
Okay.
Look,
yes.
because even one growth and 4 pointing negative. Now even World Bank crop president say be 1.7. What growth about? This is the magician.
Size a Donkor nyama almost say they be falsehoods and lies.
I would say I'm manufacture figures near
idea.
No, but you see the bottom line is that and your president Kufuor in a better now say me catch some Ghana for me 4.8%. A institution, credible institution. No more artists on what is on I'm grow for the same institution at Dubai. What has here? So the same institution. I don't at this time what has changed. Champion won't take any data from anybody than a recognized institution. So World Bank they are always at the international realm.
Right.
If you lie, definitely one day they will also come with their version. Into both are contradicting.
Yeah.
What I say, and they won't sit there and then taint their integrity.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, almost the baba. But I said they are monitoring.
Okay.
And I said, who watches the watchman? And there is no way. That is a genuine growth we have achieved. And being a financial analyst, meaning where the growth comes in a church or what I say, expenditure ability to grow from what sustaining.
Okay.
So once you do that, expansion will come. Growth from the baby. And revenue a follow on this one. He's just trying to be financial disciplinarian. So he's going to be achieve a lot with a letter.
All right. Nanan say who say Isaac Donkor or Yaya and who some way be I then now can't say would you share video no?
Okay.
You share video now, you buy a come. All right, so let's take a watch at what Isaac Donkor had to say.
Last 3 years, the NPP government, after they listened to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama speak, began to catch cold. It started with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who in Kumasi attempted to find a solution to what is obviously a kind man with a kind heart who feels for the suffering of his people and had vowed to restore the dignity of Ghanaians whose monies are locked up in the financial institutions when he assumes power in 2021. His Excellency the President, after having engaged customers, various groups of customers who have their monies locked up with this insensitive government turning a blind eye and calling them names, some referring to them as greedy people who were going in search of high returns and got their monies locked up, and therefore it was none of government's business to take care of them. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, having realized that these people were genuinely suffering after encountering them and speaking with them, made a definite promise that when he assumes power in 2021, within his first year of government, he will pay everybody whose money was locked up. Immediately the MPP heard this, they caught cold. Then the president, after having come to parliament and asked parliament to approve 20,000 maximum for everybody at 15.6 billion, says suddenly he will find money from the moon and pay everybody. We thought that was the end of it. Yesterday they issued a statement, a very pathetic press release. And that press release was to the effect that they will pay individuals some part of their money.
As we may be taking a quick short break as we need to, make some sales as we head into the weekend. When we come back from that break, Mr. Christian Donkor will really digest what Isaac Adongo just said and what the government needs to do to, correct that wrong impression. Because according to what he just said, former President Mahama promised that when he comes back within a year or so, he will fulfill the promise, or he will pay back all the monies owed the customers, the aggrieved customers. But we'll be taking a short break. When we come back, Mr. Christian Donkor will analyze the video we just watched.
On Net2 TV.
NPP decides 16 regions of Ghana,
379 aspirants,
168 parliamentary seats,
65 constituencies unopposed.
Who will win a slot to represent the NPP in the upcoming 2020 parliamentary election?
Watch your election reference center.
Right, welcome back into the studios. This is still Financial Fridays. On the dialogue with me, Isaac Clote, and my guest remains, of course, our financial analyst, Mr. Christian Donkor. This morning, he's been going to town, right to town. Of course, he's expressing his frustrations, not just for him, but of course, for the numerous aggrieved customers out there who cannot still retrieve their monies from the receiver of the defunct savings and loans banks and institutions who still owes his it as a duty to give back the monies to the aggrieved customers. Now you share I think I don't go na the no kika
I see my main control massive yes he paying what's in the paying yes I will become me as a president why any obey be one money promise or the sikana swab. What is happening now is for the receiver, that incompetent person one on why he's been feeding Kanoforiata and Governor Banga wrong information. And I may not be surprised I don't know catch say upon wrong information. Look, what that guy even
that's quite a serious.
I just see look, see. What contractor upon information minister so we 95%. First highlight customers almost 4 million. 95%. Are you serious? And to mind up Godon Francomason, your press one okay. Now catch us all the information fee and keep on here. Look, I don't go say when they come President Akufo means power. 2020 they will pay everybody 100%.
Okay.
We know what that means. Or say bond now would more 5 years, you know. Ni maami oti who command the paper or not the papers here say me doka enti maami no oti one or no be frustrated no or say onto abama mahama no tuma no 2020 oba ji paper na freeze no the nisika shenisa. Does it mean anything to you? Right. Are you not afraid?
Okay,
champion.
Mamil just announced the activation of the phone lines as we need to bring in our viewers, guests, contributors, and all those who wish to contribute to the show. 0240-550-899 is the number to call. And when you call, you can, send your comments to, or you can direct it at Mr. Christian Donkor or make it generic. You can also talk about the new patriotic party's upcoming primaries, which we will be televising to you tomorrow on our election coverage for tomorrow. But today, for now, 0240-550-899. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, boss.
Very good morning, my friend. Can I have your name and where you are calling from? Okay. Then I will work against Anope. Hello? Okay.
Hello?
Yes, it's you, boss.
But actually, yes, definitely kind of say, if you manage to put me why, because the receive current seminar and never pass.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have to make be pants and 5 years work here. Now, I mean, 5 years, when 5 years was ending.
Okay. Okay, all right. Thank you very much, our brother calling from Kumasi. 0240-550-899 remains the number. Let's hear your thoughts. NPP primaries upcoming, receiver, and the inability to pay the customers fully. What's your comment? 0240-550-899. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Very good morning, my brother. Pacha Efra saying how faithful.
Pacha Efra getting because every sample, Bono region.
Okay, Obin Yetio.
I'm perfectly you can examine the Canada, Miami Papa Mofa, Christian Donkor. And Pacha is gonna come on the year. So, Momo. You're a student. Me also na me first year me those BBA so you can work out. And then first bar me with the abe in fanfa. Temperature
Okay. All right. Obeying Yadase. So I mean the pressure still keeps building on us to facilitate the release of customers stack up deposits with the receiver. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Very good morning, my brother. Patrick, what's that?
Yo, Honorable Canada Japan, you know, I feel sharp.
What's it?
Good morning.
Yetio Mpacho Kosowai.
Yo, you said me fear on the book in the Japan, the man of Efficiapa, Navodama. Then in Yankee, I feel like yes, Yafra, yeah, man of Efficiapa.
Okay.
Okay. Me yapa or any media, a buying a.
Okay. Then, sir.
Yeah, the Ezika Koto, Aquasindo Bank. A day sack. Ebi sunsan kan ye die ma kwa si abansi o sa be bobosia se kana ka bandi bobosia no ye ni wo bi o bank o no se ka odi ma ye na ka ye so yetimi di ye adwuma no ye si kana loko abedu samri bi di ya wo ya ban yi pa wo sa de no on hwe na ye ni ye di ka ko to bank no o mu ti ye ti na ma ye. Now, we won't go to bomb in after 4 years, for 2 years. You can see that I am a Juma. You see, I mean, my year. My year to what I need to be yet. Then you make a castle, they go to banks, so I can't local. And no, so dear, no.
Okay. Right. So it looks like the frustrations keep trickling in. We'll take about 2 more calls and then we'll open the window for birthday wishes. 0240550899. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. But family. Family Baba James.
Okay. Yeah, Koso.
Hello.
Yeah, you boss. Koso, why?
When I see cheap propaganda. Allowance, teacher allowance, yeah. They mean say, Asama and this program, Contompo, and they are mentioned.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. I think he was referring to Isaac clip, which is claiming to be cheap propaganda. Let's take our final caller for the morning, and then we'll come back to you. Right. Who's there? Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Minu. I'm Patrick Tesson.
Good morning. Yes, Kofiata.
Okay, Kofiata. Yes, you.
No, Mr. Christian,
okay.
Hello, I'm not Tia amount with it amount. Na bond will be 80,000 allo quality bond.
Okay.
You should learn a lesson from what happened.
Right. Okay, looks like we are having some technical challenges with that particular call. But this is where we bring down the curtains to the interactive segment where we, connected with our audience. So welcome back into the studios, but we'll head straight to the birthday platform to see those who are celebrating their birthdays on the 19th day of June. Let's see who we have this morning. So happy birthday goes out to the UK Prime Minister, Alexander Boris de Fairfield Johnson. He's a British politician and Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Right. So this is our only birthday felicitation for today. I mean, the public one. There are numerous and thousands of people celebrating their birthdays. For all of you who are celebrating your birthdays today, a wonderful day to you. Mr. Christian Donkor, say you think a man for the more can say Charlie dear cousin dear.
No, champion.
Now I don't
champion. I don't go there. No, I mean, I don't go on him, I'm because they have a past record. Okay. DKM 3 banks growing to but then Obi what tomorrow has in store for every all cancel Bobby and I bet Obi or Tehor trim said, also bet Yamami into Maminko vote to man. No, I sell vote because Obi Nimochana Assam. Mamin that strategic payment in our way. a better MPP entirely. Look, if you take Ideal Finance, I'm just going to be as Ideal Finance. Look at my strong customers now, because why is coming or you're closer to the receiver no on any NDC.
Oh, really?
They paid them 100%. Look, first allied was started from Kumasi. Or your pure or your well noted MPP person. Into Kumasi magazine for Nisikanina and local. And they have 30 for cry. Even you see the identity one more. I'm going to invade the place no Muntia. And you see what that cause disaffection for a Gufado fans for Kumasi. And they won't go and register. If they refuse to go and register, a Gufado is doomed. And meanwhile, the man or old man has done the right thing. He said, I will pay you 100%. He has given you money. It is Eric Nipa own policy. On any Bank of Ghana, say Bank of Ghana for social. And almost say, you way in your bond. Now, even that, there cash component. We were example of my maybe and sika $10,000. My men swap me so yare 10,000 untria. Meanwhile, also even cash component 70,000. I didn't know. Look, what should I say about cause disaffection? I'm a president. Now at the end of the day, no, go register at the end. No man go register, no man go to, and that is what we call strategic payment. We strategic payment, you know, me cause disaffection. I'm
that means the Ministry of Finance and the Bank of Ghana need to set up.
Look, the solution is that stop the receiver from today. Tell you, look, enough is enough. The money the president paid to you. Stop payment. Bring what is left. The amount that they have not paid. And then migrate the data to one bank because the credit will be revoke that bond. That bond will cause disaffection for president. And at the end of the day, people may not go to register and then they will use it against the president in the 2020. Look, we want this president to capture the power again. Okay. He's the only person that can help this man, in my candid opinion. Anything that will serve as a blockade, now preventing the president chances. That is why we are hitting it hard now. Okay. So that the way we open, it will make it easier for the president. Imagine people at we say Kumasi, magazine, man go vote, and also man go register. Champion, where is the coup for this time? Where they catch me? Ever had what I say? And so he's doing that because of the Kufadu stronghold and the first highlight, the stronghold of the first highlight, and also of Kumasi.
You're saying the receiver is putting sand in Akufado's garage?
Definitely. All right. And for that, stop the man from today, get the total amount involved, revoke that. Look, me say, I'm with the bond. They have captured the bond. I'm saying no, I'm going to now.
He should revoke
even the unstoppable receiver. He's not helping the
So what are your demands now?
They said receiver okay. And then two. Uncatcher submit the list of the validated customers that have not paid. Let's know the total amount he has paid, and then the rest. Migrate it to one for customers no call one bank. Give that money that is left to that bank. Let them credit every customer's account. And we'll make that announcement now. On the 30th, they will go and then queue and then register.
All right. Thank you very much. Good morning to you, Net2 TV. Fantastic station ever. This is from Agamila. As you can see, I'm reading some of your messages which has come in. Nyande Haniel says, Net2, the only place you can educate yourself from fake pastors and learn more about elections. Samuel Freebody says, I love to hear from Net2 always because I used to learn from there and take advice, especially I love to hear from Honorable Kennedy Japan. Net2 doing a good job. Good morning to Mr. Donkor and Mr. Host. Alphonse Akon says, good morning. Wow, good job. Keep it up. I guess it's all going to Mr. Christian Donkor for his forceful delivery this morning on the, according to him, the incompetence of the receiver to give out or pay back aggrieved customers their monies. Good work, Mr. Donkor. God bless you for speaking for the vulnerable. Good work done, Mr. Donkor. Keep it up. The good work done there is a million. I can read them. Good work, good work, good work. My question is, who should the receiver report to? Should he report to Kojo Oppong Nkrumah? What is Oppong Nkrumah's background? These are some of the questions that should be addressed. Owusu Atakra says the receiver, realizing Oppong Nkrumah has a wrong background, will take advantage to feed him wrong information. So there you go. But just before we go, we have a few seconds to wrap up. Tomorrow, about 308 aspirants from the new Patriotic Party head to the, to the ballot box to see who represents their them in their various constituencies. Yeah. Briefly, what's your take on that?
Yes, the first thing I can say, okay. Because the normal competition, that kind of personal attack near the adeno was the antenna be cry. In addition to that, so I think the party no so as official normal idea. So to me, up to this time. What I would tell the electorate, and they say, you are at your constituency. You know your incumbent. You know what so near Juma. Yeah. Say or ye Juma pa and ye wa him. So I near Juma pa me ye feel that uchen ye because who maintain no one be an one opposition and you know I'm a GC in the because someone who development ne how force we behind.
But the issue of independent candidate for those call independence. What advice will be?
So far, do you have any independent?
No, but there are some threats. Threats. There are undercurrents.
Okay.
So maybe advice that you give to them.
Obi, a party na someone say when your opportunity this time, wait. You may be younger. Would you now go independent? Now frustrated one. Look, my more typical example. I tell down. So nim Kofi Asare-Brakum. Asare-Brakum. Popular sports you know.
Yeah.
Or attempted primaries were NPP. And when and no independent. And that was since I say or party need Democrat because party for no Amazono, you share your allegiance to the party and how faithful you are.
Okay.
And yet today
all right. Fantastic. So we use this opportunity to say thank you to Mr. Christian Donkor, as usual, making the Friday a very educative one, especially on financial issues. But just before we go, do you know it's now mandatory to wear your face mask before you leave home? Right. If you don't have your face mask on, you are liable to face a jail term from between 4 up to 10 years in jail. Between 4 to 10 years, or a fine ranging from 12,000 Ghana cedis to 60,000 Ghana cedis. If you are not lucky, both. You go to jail and pay a fine as well. So, you know what to do? Let's keep washing our hands and running water with soap. And of course, sanitize our hands with alcohol-based sanitizers as regularly as we can. And then when we are stepping out in public, let's ensure to, adhere to the social distancing protocols. And lastly, let's put on our face masks as we step out into public. I don't want you to come say, you see, mommy, 12,000 fine. And I say, make jail 4 years for simple nose mask. Nose mask, 20 make up 4 years jail. Anyway, a word to the wise is in the north. They say, well, stay tuned, don't go nowhere. Yawamufa comes your way with the national agenda.